Alright, so I came back from vacation and was able to clear Hall of Illusions floor 80 against RHYA in like, I'm not even kidding, 10 minutes. The recording was 4 minutes long, so I had a bit of like play before that. So like 10 minutes maybe. To beat RHYA, it took me like 2 hours on JP. I'm not even kidding. I have a video that's like an hour and a half long of me just losing. So big ups, right? Big ups. Now, is there a lot of different teams you could use for this? Not really. But this team you guys should have for the most part. I would say that the team I'm offering in this video is mainly for people who have Ready Army. So I'll show you guys the team, then show you guys the build. So this is the team. For the most part, you guys should have Mars, Noel, and most of you guys should have William, right? So this is the team I'm going to show you guys how to use in this video. I'll show you guys the builds on them, and we'll talk if we could really replace this team against this boss specifically. Now, why he is annoying is because turn 1, he uses a skill that is going to be, where is it? I don't think it shows it there, but RHYA basically just AoEs, and it has the chance to stun. He cannot be debuffed, right? And yeah, no, if you're attacking someone without a barrier, right, there, as you can see here, there's a chance to stun, which means that what's it called, Noel, right, is going to be fine for the most part. And there's a bunch of different things, but it's mainly just how much damage RHYA does, him being able to stun. That is the main problem. And then these guys extending, does it show it here? I don't know if it does, but what these, oh yeah, here it is. So these guys have a chance to extend the skill 2 cooldown, which could get very annoying, especially when you're using this team. So let's show the builds, right? Okay, so we'll start with Mars. He's just on a full defense build. Now, I would recommend putting this on Mars, okay? If you don't have it, that's fine, but if you do, then it's just going to make the runs a lot easier. Now, what you could do is you could just choose it from, or you could get it from Friendship Summons. Okay, if you're lucky, 0.05. It's going to be very hard, but it is possible, okay? If not, over time, you could go to Exchange Center and then skill page salvage and then get it here. You could choose it. Basically, what it does is every wave, it's going to be applying stun block. So you're not able to be stunned, which obviously is what you want because Mars needs to be able to go and get his combo stun. That's his main use. Full defense build. This is how we build Radis. Okay, Noel, full magic attack. I just put this on her. Okay, I'd say this is for sure the best one. Or Fauna's. Or you could put this. If you want to put this, sure, but the barrier is not going to be as strong. Okay, so I'd say the all attack ones are the best. Gorks also works. The rare Gork, right? Now, I have her on a magic attack build. Obviously, now I got this afterwards, but this is not what I had on her. I had this one on her before, but I got this actually from the Hall of Illusions LR accessory random. So, you know, that's cool. That I actually got that, just a little thing. Now, full magic attack, right? That's basically how I've built Noel. Now, Ready Army, obviously, I have a skill page. If you want to put the boss one, you could easily put the boss one, right? You could put damage increase, right? You could put his, obviously, is free. I just realized it's free, so I don't know why I'm saying this. So yeah, I have him pretty built up without dupes though, and this is his talents I got on him, which I guess I should show Noel's talents. Okay, this one is definitely important, especially if they could increase your skill 2 cooldown. It's good that you're able to reduce it too, so that's how you go for them. And then last off, William. I got Sally's skill page to increase attack a bit. Then this is all I have on William. It's not really that crazy. Full speed build. Okay, if you want to put a bit more defense, that's fine. I would say that going for, honestly, going for this is probably the best. You want to get the reduced skill 2 cooldown. And then here, it doesn't really matter for attack. So that's my build. Okay, that's the build. And are you really able to change people that much? Now, the thing is, let's go into Hall of Illusions. I keep on forgetting where it is because of the change. So, William, I think you could change. Is it going to be as easy? No, because William has the stun on his skill 1, which does help a lot. Even if you proc it once, that one time is going to be good. But if you want to put someone who's going to just help, I guess, more with damage, or just relatively similar to William, or if you want to put Radis too, Radis could work with the same green skill page as Mars, would be good. Get the barrier instead of William, maybe could work. Am I saying it will? No. You could go for a full, trying like to go for a sustain team and maybe take a while to clear, but what you could go for is, hell, let's go like this, right? Go for this, and it will take time, right? If you don't have Yami, this might work. Am I guaranteeing it? No, because I don't know, but I could see it working. But by far, because of how Ready Yami works, doing extra damage, being very good for single target damage, and working well with William, this is probably the best team. Why? Mars has 2 stuns on the combo and on the skill too. Noelle has her barrier, does decent damage, but it's mainly that barrier to sustain everyone. Yami has his guaranteed stun when there's bleed on the enemy, and he puts bleed from his skill 1 and ultimate, and his damage is insane. And then William is just going to be getting the skill 1 stun, increasing Yami's damage and giving damage reduction, okay? Now, could you replace Red Yami? I honestly, like, for this type of team comp, I would not say so. This stage is very exclusive to mainly only being able to be done with a team like this. Now, as much as I say that, I've seen this team work. I've seen someone beat it with this literally on auto, but the thing is, it takes too much magic attack gear sets, I'd say, that many people might not have. So I'm not offering this team because I feel like a lot of you guys would not be able to clear it with this team. But if you want to try it out, you could go ahead, you could try it on auto with this magic attack, and defense. So, you know, I'm offering it, but I can't really beat it myself with this. My stats are too low, Julius isn't built up enough, all of that stuff, right? I would say this is more so in the future that will work, but as of right now, will not work. So let's explain, I guess, what we do with this team. We're going to go into the media player and get that set up. So here we are, and it's really going to start off, you just play very slow. You just use, am I going to go? All right, so you try to get the stun. If you do, that's great. Just because there's a chance that they attack anyone else but Mars. But obviously, you want all of the first mobs to attack Mars. That's going to be the best way to go about it. So we see here, bop, bop. And then, you know, at this point, we just clear. Okay, we just clear. We get the double AoE again, and that's GG, right? So that's it for the first wave. Now, the second part, right, is Mars cannot be stunned. To my knowledge, right? Okay, so Noelle gets stunned, Yami gets stunned. Okay, so it looks very dire. We just need to get the stun rate here, and we don't get it. Okay, so at this point, why you want to use the combo with Mars is because of the fact that he goes after Noelle's stun wears off. So if you do get that luck, right, you are going to be able right here to get the stun, and then that's going to be fine, right? So this is how I technically turned it around. Because from this point, they both attack Mars. And sure, he gets stunned. But now we're safe, right? We're safe. I'm able to use Noelle's barrier. RHYA is not going to be attacking for the moment, right? So I believe I go... Yeah, do I go for the... Yeah, I go for the increase, okay? And from this point, I think I use the skill 1. Unless I'm going crazy. I use the... Yes, I use the skill 1. So that I could apply the bleed, okay? So you want to apply the bleed, get the guaranteed chance so that Yami could therefore afterwards stun RHYA, okay? So he goes for Mars. That's what you want. You really need him to, like, target Mars. And I go for the barrier, and I would put it on Yami because he is more important damage-wise, everything. After you get that first barrier, it's more important to have Yami with that. Especially just because, like, his damage, especially against bosses, is good. And just in general, he does insane damage, right? So from this point, when there is a bleed on the RHYA, okay, this is when you're going to be applying the skill 2. It's a guaranteed stun, and also you could see very good damage. We got rid of a good amount of his health, and since we have, right, we got the stun, so no need to use the skill 1, and we have our barrier, so it's going to be good to have the damage reduction so the barriers stay up and he doesn't go into our HP. From this point, it's just about doing damage, getting lucky with the stuns, right? Mars has the skill 2 and combo stun, Noelle puts her barriers, Yami has the skill 2 stun, and William has the skill 1 stun if you get unlucky. So you always want to make sure you taunt Mars if you can. You taunt RHYA if you can. And if you can't, then that's just unlucky, but it is what it is, I guess, especially in this case. So, like, we're looking good, right? Even if Mars dies at this point, we have the barriers and we get the stun. If we didn't get that stun, it would have been over. Like, it would have 1000% been over. And why I do that is because I got the bleed proc, which means when we use this skill 2 next turn on RHYA, it means another turn of him not having... not being able to do anything. He's going to be stunned again because of the fact we applied the bleed, okay? So that's kind of my thought process to doing that. I guess I didn't have this skill 2 cooldown, but we got extremely lucky and we win, okay? Because of the fact he did not target Yami, we were able to get the stun, okay? And Noelle's able to proc her barrier again, which makes it so that RHYA's going to come out, okay, of the stun, and then here we are. We win, okay? He counters, and then we ult, and then it's GG. Because even if he survives this, which he does, we have the bleed on him and bop. So yeah, that's basically how we beat it, okay? It's about getting lucky with the stuns, constantly targeting RHYA with this team, okay? And making sure to play correctly, right? If there's already a stun on the enemy, you don't need to use the skill 1 on William, right? If you want to build up for the stun on Yami for maybe 2 turns from now, that's what you should be doing, right? So it's really about playing it like that. There's no correct way, because sometimes RHYA is going to crit 1, RHYA is not going to crit 1, RHYA is going to stun someone, and then it changes how you're going to play the match. But all I could wish is luck, and hopefully it kind of gives you guys more of a understanding of how to actually play through this stage. Once you're done that, you get 1200 crystals, you get a random LR, which in my case, like I said, I got this one right here, which pretty lucky if you ask me. Very good for CC, you can't really go wrong with it. Would have rather the magic attack, but is there even magic attack in here? I don't think there is, eh? Do they have it? Nah, they don't have it in this. In the future, we're gonna get it, but not at the moment. So thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you guys in the next one for when we clear Heath, and then afterwards, oh my Jesus Christ, this one's gonna be annoying.